And we're gonna count down from number 5 all the way down to the number 1 best uncommon side hustle in 2019 that you can get started with 0 money down. And so we're gonna kick it off with number 5, which is creating resumes for people. So a lot of people don't realize this, but whenever you're applying for a job, creating a resume can actually be a very daunting task that people have created multi-million-dollar businesses with. And so you can take advantage of that and leverage the power of the internet, the power of communication, and you can actually offer to write resumes for people, because people aren't resourceful by nature. People aren't going to go out and Google search and look at examples. And if you are resourceful and you go look at, top resume examples, Stanford resumes, Google resumes, Facebook resumes, for the top companies on earth, you're going to be able to actually find resumes that were accepted by these companies and expert level resumes. And you can also find resume creators on Fiverr that'll make you a beautiful resume for $5 or less. And so you can actually go out and you can charge people, $40, $50 for a resume, and then you can pay $5 for somebody to create that resume for you on Fiverr, and you can actually pocket the difference between the $50 that you charge and the $5 that you actually pay for someone else to do it. And you can create a very viable business doing that just by netting that $45 difference. And so where do you actually find people who want to pay for resumes? Well, you can do it in a lot of different places. You can go ahead and create your own gig on Fiverr. You can do it on Upwork. You can look on Craigslist, but probably the easiest way to start is just by leveraging, your own friends, your own social media for people that are looking for their first job or looking to improve their resume to get a better job. You can be the go-to person. Which brings us to number 4, which is taking advantage of tourism or large events in your city. So depending on where you live, you may or may not have a lot of big events, right? So for example, like Toronto recently just won the NBA championship, or the Super Bowl might be coming to town, or the World Cup is near you, or there's some large sporting event or a concert or things like that. You always see these type of people that are selling, water bottles or hot dogs or whatever outside of these large events, or, doing pedicab things where they're like actually bicycling people around, at like EDC or music festivals or large things like that. Those people can make an absolute killing if they know what they're doing. And so what you can do to get started leveraging this is just looking at event calendars, looking at big events that are happening in your general geographical vicinity, and then you can leverage that, and then you can take advantage of that, and you can actually go out and sell water bottles. You can go out and sell food. You can go out and sell lots of different things. And the funny thing is, now that you actually hear about it, you'll probably start to think about those people that you see, selling snacks, selling water, doing pedicabs, actually driving people around on their bicycles. And then you can actually think for yourself how much you think they're making. I know myself, when I went to EDC recently in Las Vegas, I paid a bicyclist $200 literally to take us on a 10-minute bicycle trip that probably would have saved us like 45 minutes to an hour, if we had walked. And so what you'll find is, if you go places, especially if you are one of the few people providing those valuable services, you can charge ridiculously high prices. And that bicyclist was probably making $1,000 an hour, literally just to bicycle around for people who were very exhausted and didn't want to walk. Which takes us to number 3, which is buying in bulk and then selling individually. And you can do this with the example that we just talked about with water bottles and things like that. You can also do this with clothing. I have a lot of friends who actually go out and find vintage and, old clothing at Goodwill, at, those type of stores similar to Goodwill, like St. Vincent de Paul and things like that. And then they go ahead and they sell those clothing items on eBay individually. And so what you'll find is, as you start to get better at actually spotting what type of old or vintage clothing is actually valuable, you'll get better and better at doing this, and you'll be able to earn more and more money per hour, looking for these type of deals. You can also take advantage of this selling snacks or candy at your school, once you make sure that you're actually able to actually do that without getting in trouble. The thing is, guys, you can buy water bottles for, 10 cents each, and you can sell them for $1, $2, $3, and you can literally make a 30 times return on your investment. And if you're seeing hundreds or thousands of people walking after an event and you sell 100 bottles or 500 bottles, right? All of a sudden you just made $300 profit if you sell 100, right? Or even close to $1,000 profit if you sell 300. And that's literally just selling water bottles. So buying things in bulk and selling them individually, or looking for deals with old or vintage clothing, is a great way to earn some extra money with an uncommon side hustle. Number 2 is creating niche Instagram pages. So Instagram is one of, if not the biggest, most thriving social media platforms in the world right now. And creating a niche page is as simple as creating content around a certain thing. And So for example, we could create a niche page around, puppies or fitness or something that we are passionate about, right? All types of products work, like camping or tactical flashlights or so many different things. You literally just have to go search on Instagram for whatever you're interested in. And I promise you that you'll probably find a niche page creating content about that particular subject. You might be thinking to yourself, but why are they creating all this content? Why are they doing all this work for free? Well, they're not doing it for free. They're building up that page to build an audience around a certain subject. And what's going to happen is they're going to monetize that by using affiliate marketing. They're going to offer some type of tactical flashlight with their affiliate link in their bio. And then all these thousands of people that are looking at, their tactical photos and things that they're interested in, they're going to click the link in that person's Instagram bio and they're going to buy that product. And then the person who runs that Instagram account is going to get, 40% or 50% of the money, literally just by building an Instagram niche page. And there's actually more advantages than just that. Not only are you going to make money doing that affiliate marketing, but you're also going to make money through sponsorships when some big tactical flashlight company, for example, offers to pay you $1,000 or more just for a single post about their particular product or company for your audience. And as you start to grow your niche page larger and larger and larger, you can make more and more money charging, for shout outs, charging for sponsorships and things like that. Obviously, you're not going to be able to charge $1,000 a shout out, when you're first getting started, but once you actually build up a sizable page, you can charge $1,000, $5,000, or even more to actually do a sponsored post or a shout out for companies that are in your particular niche. And the number one best, most uncommon side hustle for 2019, we will get to in just one second, but I do want to give a shout out to our daily comment winner, who is Dave Intel Digital, who says, "Hey Kevin, you're the best. By the way, does your Amazon FBA course work for non-US residents who want to sell on Amazon FBA?" The answer is absolutely. Some of our most successful students on Amazon actually come from other countries: Canada, Australia, New Zealand, all over Europe, the UK, right? All over the USA. You can sell on Amazon from anywhere in the world. That's why it is one of, if not the best way to actually make money online. So shout out to you, Intel Dave. You are our daily comment winner. And if you want to be featured on our next video, all you have to do is two simple things. Tap the little like button and make sure you subscribe with the bells on, because if you don't join the Bell Squad, you're not going to know when we launch a brand new video. And we always choose our comment winner from people who comment in the first 60 seconds of a brand new video. So without further ado, let's get to number one, which is focus groups, right? And this is kind of a random one, but again, this video is about uncommon side hustles for 2019. And so focus groups, essentially what they are studies by large companies that actually want to, have everyday people come in and take surveys or fill out forms or have their blood pressure taken or, exercise or do all types of things, where these large companies are literally doing what's called market research to see what normal everyday people just like you and me, how they're actually reacting to, a new product. They might have, you come in and pay you $50 or $250, just literally for an hour or two of your time to come in and choose, which type of product you like better, or what type of product photo, or what brand name, or all different types of things that focus groups do. And I know that might sound hard to believe, but this type of stuff happens all the time. And these huge companies, with basically multi-million or even billion-dollar budgets, need to actually get feedback on their new product lines, on like new ideas that they're moving towards from real everyday people, especially in a smaller segment, before they actually roll it out nationwide. And so that's why they actually pay for research groups and focus groups, and they pay these companies to actually have real people come in and give your opinion on new products or new ideas or new services that these companies are thinking about launching before they actually do